Good morning, it's Sunday morning, it's the, what does that make it, the 8th of November. Welcome to the Not Quite Enough Distance vlog. Hello everyone, hope you're well, hope everyone's doing okay. Yes, it's been quite a week last week, hasn't it, what with presidential elections and results and waiting and no doubt disputes and oh gosh, it's been fun. Yes. But it's okay. Here, yesterday we decided to cut our front hedge. We have a plant in our front hedge, or it is predominantly pyracantha, which is known as fire thorn. And thorn is the key word, key part of that word. And people say, oh, it's got lovely flowers and look at these lovely red berries. Yes, it is a vicious plant. Absolutely vicious. In our house it's not known as pyracantha, it's known as bush because it is just vicious. So it has long thorns in the branches. So I was walking around at one point thinking, oh, I must have a stone in my shoe. No, it was the thorns poking up through the soles of my shoes. And I'm going to spend the rest of the weekend pulling out the little thorns as well, because there are tiny little ones that are like splinters that I'm just going to be pulling out of my hand. I think I got quite a few this morning. I think I've got about 3 left, so I'm damaged by this experience physically. Yeah, it was good to get it done. I think we spent about 3 hours doing it. We'd let it grow too long, so himself was doing the chopping down and I was doing the shredding. Oh, I do love a bit of destruction. Luckily it was really warm. Yeah, I had like a fleece hoodie thing on. Oh, that didn't stay on long, it was very warm, but really glad to get that done because it was looking very straggly and untidy, and it's done now for 6 months, so that's good. Came in to check emails and watch podcasts and stuff to find that I've won a prize. This is a prize generously given by Ramona of the But I'm Knitting podcast. She's just put up her 100th episode, so congratulations, Ramona. And in anticipation of that, in her last episode she offered a prize, or several prizes, and I entered the draw and I am a winner. So I have yarn on its way to me, which is very exciting. Very lovely soft colours in this yarn. That'll be beautiful. So we like that. So I don't know how long that will take to get here. She's in Toronto, so it's got to come from Canada. But what a lovely thing that'll be when it arrives. Very exciting. I finished off a few baby knits yesterday. I'm going to bundle these up and get them in the post to the parents-to-be. So I'll just run through them very quickly. I finished the other sock first of all. So we now have 2 of the baby socks. All of the details will be in the month-end podcast for this. So we've now got 2 baby socks. They are so cute. Yeah. Really pretty. If I make them again, I probably will use sock yarn because I think it will be easier to knit with at this gauge. This yarn has a slight halo. This is Air Luxe by Katia. It's lovely and soft and it's sparkly and it's pretty, but it was a bit of a faff on a sort of tiny needle, so won't be doing that again. I've made some tiny little mittens. Some little newborn mittens and a matching titfa. So this is a hat, as you can see, very simple, very basic. Got a bit bored, so I added in a bit of a diagonal pattern, and then it finished off at 5 stitches, so I just made an I-cord and tied a knot in it. So a little hat for baby there, and some booties. Let's see if I can get those to focus, hopefully. There we go. Very simple pattern, knitted flat. These are by Gina Michelle, and they're called the Flat Knit Booties or something like that. But just made them in some double knitting weight from the stash. Really simple. Got both of these done in just over an hour yesterday evening. So very straightforward and cute. I will be making many of these in the future, I'm sure. Yes, I'm going to get those bundled up and in the post. And that's that. This week coming up, I've got a ceremony tomorrow. I've also got a Zoom call with the family for a ceremony next week. Got a Zoom call with my family this week. We were meant to be getting together, but lockdown has put paid to that. Apart from that, we'll just keep on keeping on, so. And Heidi's obviously got a lot to say about that. Cheers. Hello lovely people. It is Wednesday the 11th of November. Hope everyone's doing okay. This morning I've been out for a walk with my mate Mandy, also known as the director and my stunt double. So here's some footage of our walk in the cold. Well, it wasn't that cold, but it was a bit blowy. Now before we went out, I was plying some yarn and I am fairly proud of myself. I'll talk about all the details in the month end podcast, but this is 2-plied, again fractal spun yarn. So you can see we've got a bit of concentration of colour in there. But the reason why I'm very proud of myself is I had split the yarn into two, and I've obviously spun it fairly consistency because I split the fibre into two, did that by weight, and this is all I had left after plying the two together. Now it's not consistent because you can see I have a thick bit there and a thin bit there, so I'm not suggesting you know, that I'm that good, but I'd obviously got fairly consistent across the length of the fibre, so pleased with that. I am half toying with the idea of including a skein of hand spun in the stash mail giveaway for the year, or one of the giveaways for the year. So this may be coming to you if you've entered that, but don't panic, it might not if you yes, so rather pleased with that. Now I've been thinking about next month, December, I will probably do Vlogmas. As always with daily podcasts, I don't guarantee I will put something up every day, but I always say that and then usually do, but I just don't like to put too much pressure on finding something to say every day. And a lot of podcasters who do Vlogmas, they have advent calendars that they've bought, and they're lovely, and I really enjoy seeing people open them and the different colours, and I always have a little bit of FOMO and, oh, I wish I'd done that, but I really don't need an advent calendar of yarn. And it's a specific way of buying yarn, and I already have enough skeins that I don't have enough of anything for, so minis will be even more. But what I am thinking of doing is having a pattern, and I've been toying with the idea. I'll talk about it at month end, but having a pattern that I work on every day throughout the 1st to the 24th of December. So a scarf or a cowl or something like that, that just a little bit every day, and it becomes my project for the month. And then on Christmas Eve that finishes, and then I might do a Christmas Eve cast on, which I've also never done before, but it might happen. Yeah, so that's an idea I'm toying with at the moment. I'll give that some thought. So if you also want to have a project and have a daily knit along with me, you would be very welcome. I'm not going to run it formally. It's not going to be a contest. There won't be prizes. It's just a communal thing if it's something that we would like to do together. I'll catch up with you later. Hello lovelies. How are we all? It's Thursday the 12th. Bit of a family day for us normally, but we couldn't be together this year, so we just had a Zoom call. This was preceded by the last 2 days helping my dad set up a new laptop. So just as we're about to set up this Zoom call, his laptop decides to keel over. Now, it was 9.5 years old. It's done well, but it really wasn't holding up to anything. So we managed to get him a new one, and the last couple of days we've been setting it up. Now, my dad is a very capable and intelligent man, but he has very little experience of computers. Never had to use one during his working life. He's been retired 15 years, and yeah, it's been out. So for a long time he said, I don't need a computer, I've got 3 daughters, which is fine, you know. So yes, it's been an interesting process, and he's only really used the laptop he had before. And of course, after 9 years, even if you're going for the same manufacturer, the same this, the same that, it's a different process. We're all good. We'd managed to do our Zoom call. This is excellent. We've got a few more bits to sort out, and then the rest will get sorted out once I can see him, or once one of the family can go and visit, and we can set things up actually, rather than, hello IT help desk, can I help you? Have you tried turning it off and turning it on again? That kind of thing. So, so I am the IT help desk. Oh, that's not a role you'd ever give me, trust me. I have bought yarn. And I have bought yarn for a specific project. This is the Roxy poncho, and I'm using some white cream undyed alpaca yarn that I had in the stash for a while, holding it with mohair, and I realised I was running out of mohair. So I thought I'd support a couple of local dyers, or not local, one of them is, indie dyers, and then go from there. And it has gone from there, and I will explain why. Firstly, the one that's local to me, the wonderful Lamington Lass. This is Hazy Cloud of Lace, 72% mohair, 28% silk, in the Steel Eye colourway. And I wanted something with more of a sort of pink lilac-y haze to it as well. And I saw this fabulous colour. That's not bad. It's slightly more pink than that showing, I would say, but very slightly. From Attic Spin Dye. This is their Kitten Soft Dusk colourway. So I did the order via Etsy, and I got a notice saying, oh, we recognise your name. They are very keen to raise awareness of EDS, which is a medical condition. It's not one I knew anything about. I will go into a lot more detail in the month-end podcast, and I'll explain why in a minute. but it is, where's the piece of paper gone? Ehlers Danloss Syndrome. And what it essentially is, there's a lot of long words in the top bit of this, but the symptoms are loose unstable joints, joint pain, brain fog, stretchy skin, slow healing, dysfunction of the gastrointestinal tract, lots of different resistance local anaesthetics, lots of different symptoms. And the reason why this means so much to them, the lovely folks at Attic Spin Dye, is because Angela, Mrs. Attic, has the condition herself, and it took a long time to be diagnosed. So they have very kindly offered to give me some prizes to give away, and I am more than happy to say thank you very much, and also to help make people aware of this. I had to look it up. I had no idea what EDS was, so I'm sure a lot of other people are in the same same situation, and they just really are trying to get the word out there so that other people won't have to fight so hard to get a diagnosis. So they have kindly given me 2 skeins of yarn to give away, which I will do at the end of the month. But look at these beauts. So we have Rainbow Zebra EDS Awareness, and that comes with stitch markers, a rainbow and a zebra, which I'm now pulling off the skein, but I will make sure they don't get lost. And this equally fabulous sea glass, which is just beautiful, really is. So thank you so much to Angela, to Attic Spin Dye, and look on the month-end podcast. I never get the name for that right, and I will talk more about what they've said about the condition and their own experience with it, and also give you the prompt to enter for a giveaway, because who wouldn't want to win these beauts? They are just lovely, and they feel pretty stunning as well. We have a 75-25 merino nylon there, and the same here, and they feel absolutely super. They are lovely and soft. So yes, wonderful things to be given away. Tune in to the month-end podcast to find out how you get a chance of that. Cheers. Okay, lovelies, I've realised I've talked for quite a long time, so I'm going to call it there for this week. Please excuse my printer, it's been very noisy. I hope everyone does okay. Thanks for being here, for watching, for commenting, for all the things. You really do make my day, so thank you very much to everyone. I hope you're keeping safe and well, and that you're looking after yourselves and just able to go on as normally as possible, and as whatever that means to you. So take care, look after yourselves. Thanks so much. Bye bye.